welcome to the 10th episode of Jason's Tasty Places. Last week we felt the burn of the world's oldest condiment, mustard, in Burgundy's glorious capital, Dijon. Now we're off to the lavish home of the Queen of Cheeses, Brie. First tasted by Emperor Charlemagne in 774 AD, and requested by King Louis XVI shortly before being executed by guillotine, this is certainly a cheese with a royal pedigree. The region formerly known as Brie is now a part of the Ile-de-France, on the eastern side of Paris. Due to its handy location, this area was historically a favourite of royalty and aristocracy, who hunted in the forests of Fontainebleau and built extravagant palaces to accommodate the flamboyant lifestyles that got them overthrown and executed in the Revolution. Their decadent parties would often have featured Brie, which has retained its status as a delicacy here in France. In many countries, such as the USA and Australia, true unpasteurized French Brie is illegal to import. The pasteurized versions available in these countries are often small and bland with a weak rind, and are shunned by the French. Real Brie comes in huge wheels, has notes of fruit and hazelnuts, and ripens far quicker, owing to all the tasty organisms inside. The cheese is further categorized by town, the two big players being Brie de Melun from this place, and Brie de Meaux from this place. There are a few others like this one from here, this one from here, and this one from here, but in order to legally carry the name in Europe, they can't be produced any further afield. Brie cheeses ripen in rooms at around 9 degrees Celsius. Big wheels of Melun take 12 weeks, while the smaller Meaux wheels only 7. Here's a Meaux wheel after 2 days, developing its bloom at a week, and halfway there at 3.5 weeks. In order to utilise excess or imperfect wheels of Brie, the peasants used to make it into Brie Noir, a harder, darker cheese through further aging and drying. Recently making a fashionable comeback and impossible to find outside of this tiny pocket of France, I made a Brie line for the market in Melun to track it down. So I'm here at the market in Melun. It's a Saturday morning and it's very, very busy here. You can see a couple of the selections of Brie they have available. This is the Brie de Melun, the one that is locally produced. And this one here is the Brie Noir, which is dried and aged for a lot longer and is like a hard cheese. So I'm going to buy a bit of this. Since it keeps well, I aged it a little bit further on the road for a couple of weeks to really get the most out of it. Well, we're a long way from Brie now, but the beauty of Brie Noir is it keeps for a very, very long time. So I'm about to try it out the traditional way, which is simply taking a slice and dipping it into your cup of coffee. This is what a lot of the older generation of French people like to enjoy, breaking up in the coffee. Don't know how much you're meant to dip it in, whether it's like a biscuit or whether you're meant to dissolve it. So let's see how it goes. That is, it's quite interesting. It is like a cheddar in some ways. It doesn't have any of the sharpness and tang to help cut through the creaminess, so it ends up rather gooey and has kind of a soapy texture to it. Not really my cup of tea or coffee, but it's unlikely you're going to encounter Brie Noir anywhere outside of the Brie region anyway. So just stick to a normal Brie and serve it with some sliced fruit. Thanks for watching this week, and next week we're heading to Champagne to discover the world's favourite celebration drink. Until then, remember, there's nothing quite as satisfying as eating local food. Bon appetit.